Yes, Latwii, it's not a question, but it's a request for comment, a moral question and comment. Let's take an example of a weapon. A gun in a soldier's hand or anyone's hand may be used to kill another person, take their life. And there are certain karmic consequences or balances that have to be made when someone takes another's life. What I'm interested in is not so much the individual that pulls the trigger, for certainly he or she is responsible for her actions. But take, for example, the individual who created the instrument of death. While he did not pull the trigger, is he not as responsible? Certainly the weapon may never be used unless someone is willing to pick it up and use it for destruction. But the entity that developed the weapon, is he not as much at fault for its destruction and chaos? How does that entity that created the weapon figure in from a moral point of view? That's all. I am Latwii, and am aware of your query, my brother. To begin, may we suggest that our comments might be seen more clearly, not within the moral framework of good and evil, or any type of judging action, but from the realm of oneness where each entity is truly one with each other, so that each entity might be seen to be the creator gathering the experience of your illusion that evolution might occur. Then, whatever the action, we might fruitfully look to the motivation for that action. This is true also with thoughts. Why does the entity think and act as it does? Does it wish in the action or the thought to be of service to another? Or does it wish to be of service to the self? Or is it aware of either choice? These are the possibilities which each entity faces as evolution is completed through your illusion. The entity creating that implement called a weapon, whether upon the assembly line or the designing board, or whether creating the, shall we say, literature which shall feature the saleable points, is an entity which is either motivated by a desire to be of service to the self, to others, or is unaware that either choice exists and only subconsciously vacillates, shall we say, between the two choices. It may be that an entity is firmly committed to the idea of the preservation of what it conceives to be truth, beauty, and goodness that exist within the boundaries of what you call a country, and is further committed to the defense of these ideas, and seeks therefore to serve those others within the boundary by its work upon the weapon. The motivation, then, is of service to others. There are, of course, ramifications in that there is a price, shall we say, that is paid when the weapons are used. The taking of life that does not wish to be taken is an infringement upon that life, and in such a fashion may somewhat reduce the positive choice. This is true with all actions and thoughts, for it is most difficult within your illusion to pursue a very purely polarized path, either positive or negative. for there are many who are affected by each action. Of course, it is also possible that the entity wishes to be of service to self by this activity of making the weapon and may indeed polarize in that direction by its actions, and yet find there is some reduction of its polarity when it partakes with others and aids their efforts as a part of its own in the producing of the weapon. Insomuch as others are served, is its negative polarity reduced. Those unaware of the needs for conscious choice in either direction then are randomly affected according to whatever motivation is present within their mind as they carry out their activities. May we answer you further, my brother? No, no, thank you. You answered me better than I expected. Thank you. I am Latwii. We are grateful to you, my brother. May we ask if there is another question at this time?